When this pager attack and walkie-talkie explosion took place in Lebanon, there are two groups of people who spoke the most. One group of people who are pro-Palestinian, they told me, look, you are telling us that the Zionists are doomed, they're on the run, blah, 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 blah. But look what is happening on the ground. They're now attacking Lebanese people. They're now attacking Hezbollah where it matters. And then another group of people, they are pro-Zionist. They told me, oh, you said this happened, that happened, Iran is doing nothing. And that take a look at these pager attacks. They were genius. The Zionists are genius people, especially the Western media. They praised Israel for being able to pull off such a operation, just by pressing on a remote control. Oh, look at the Zionists. They're so smart people. They're God's chosen people. They can just sit at home and make the Hezbollah taste punishment without doing anything. Right? And look at their commanders. They're dying. People, the Hezbollah operatives, they're getting killed in Lebanon. And all for all of this, Israel had to do really nothing, literally nothing. Just press on a remote control and everything was just Kabbalah, boom. So two group of people. One was like, you talk too much. Zionists are really not going anywhere. They're becoming stronger. The other group was like, yeah, we are going to be beating the drum of victory because look what they have pulled off just now in Lebanon, sitting at home. Really. Okay, so this is where things get very, 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 very interesting for you to understand why I said this is really not what it looks like. In fact, the Zionists, they're shaking. They're shaking to their core. And I'll prove to you in this video why I'm saying this. But for you to understand this whole thing, you really have to take a look at this map. Okay? Yes, at this map. Before I explain to you this whole map, I want to just remind you guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much. You do not want to miss out on all of this details, so subscribe again. So this is the map you have to understand first of all. So what is this map about? This map shows the point. I have this arrow pointing towards a place. This is actually, as you can see, this is Israel, and this is the place is called Glilot. This is in the middle of Israel, and not only that, it is actually the headquarters of Israeli Intelligence Unit 8200. This is what Israel boasts about. They have the best intelligence. This is where everything takes place. So this is in the middle of Israel, highly protected, in other words, fortified. Nobody can harm, nobody can attack. But wait a second, you know what happened? Let me tell you this thing. So again, Glilot is right in the center of Israel, and Israel is protecting them. Very, very proud of their work. The Israeli military, they heavily rely on this intelligence to target and assassinate leaders. I would even argue they targeted Ismail Haniyeh, Hamas's chief, through this kind of intelligence apparatus they have. So again, this is right in the middle of Israel, very important location. Now, here is where things get even more interesting. So if you don't remember, 2 weeks ago, what happened? Take a look at this article. So this article came saying that Hezbollah's retaliatory attack against 2 Israeli military and intelligence sites in late August resulted in dozens of casualties. Okay, I don't know what they mean by dozens of casualties. It could mean maybe 24 people, army officer, high-ranking army officer working in this very, very secure place, in this very important intelligence site of Israel. Or it could be 50 people, 50 high-ranking officials, or maybe 100. We do not know how many were dead in this building that I showed you the map right in the middle of Israel. Very important location, very, very important entity, organization for Israeli Zionist survival. This is where it all boils down to when it comes to intelligence. So we do not know the number. Why? Because they do not allow media to report on all of this. They want to hide. They want to tell the whole world that they're strong, they're invincible, they're God-chosen people. Anything bad happened to them, they get killed. They don't report it to the media. They ban media. They have banned Al Jazeera. They have banned all of this CNN, BBC, MSNBC, whatever you name it, they are not in Gaza at all. And when Israel is under attack, they're even banned from reporting from Israel. Yes, so this is what happened. So we do not know the casualties. Could be 100 high, very, very high ranking. And these are the cream of the crop. So like these army officers, this military intelligence personnel, they were the best of the best. And if they lose even 24 of them, it's a big, big deal. So this is what was reported 2 weeks ago. And this report is 100% true because the European security sources told Al-Mayadeen on September 12th operation, just listen a little bit more, okay? Operation for 40th day, as it was dubbed by the Lebanese resistance, targeted Gilad base, the headquarters of Israel's Unit 8200 and the Ein Sherner Air Base. So again, you can imagine the operation was substantially successful, quote unquote, with the fatalities reaching 22 and 74 members injured. Al-Maidan cited the European sources, though the information was corroborated with multiple sources. So my European sources confirmed this happened, this casualty took place, and then you have Mayadeen. This source also confirmed that yes, this happened. So you can corroborate with the numbers and the facts on the ground, and therefore, in other words, there is no doubt that Israel took a heavy loss, the loss they have never ever imagined. Then what happened? You know that the rest is history, right? Israel was shaking. How could Hezbollah reach us this deep in Israel? And I have shown you guys those videos and pictures in my other video where Hezbollah sent drone, took picture of Netanyahu's residence where he lives, the coastal area. He has a residence there. Not only that, they also had their drones mounted on top of a tower of this intelligence office. This is how deep they have penetrated, the Hezbollah operatives, the people who are flying these drones. And so when I say they're shaking, they are not just shaking, they're now scared of their life. So what they do? Well, they then, those pagers explosion, those walkie-talkie explosion, the devices were already there. The explosive devices, they were already inserted inside, but they had no plan. Israeli military had no plan to detonate those pagers and the walkie-talkies. But then why they did it? The reason they did it, okay, so why would they not do it? Because they know they cannot win against Hezbollah at all. They cannot even win against Hamas. So again, winning against Hezbollah, forget about it. They know if they detonate those devices, then they will be under attack by Hezbollah. But then again, why they did that? Well, the reason is because of these dozens, at least, of very high-ranking intelligence officers got killed sitting in this headquarters in Israel, in the safety and security that you can ever imagine. Israel, this is they boast to have the best defense system. The city is, the capital Tel Aviv. These are highly protected cities. So this is what they boast about. But then all of a sudden they're taking these hits from Hezbollah. They are freaking out. And then what they do, they found a goofy way because they cannot fight Hezbollah face to face. As I've said this before, they will never ever face Hezbollah face to face. They send their fighter jets to bomb the area, to kill innocent civilians. That's what they do all the time. They have done this in Gaza. When it came to fighting Hamas face to face, they said, oh no, we're not going to do it. And the result is right in front of us. They cannot win over Hamas. Hamas is actually becoming stronger every day. They're launching attack now in Tel Aviv. They know they cannot deal with Hezbollah whatsoever, but nevertheless, because they lost so many of their high-ranking intelligence officers, they had to do something to revenge that. And what happened? They detonated those explosives. But then again, they are now calling for calm and peace and stability. But here is what I want to do. I want you to take a look at this video from Scott Reeder, because I think he mentioned something very, very similar. Take a listen.
No, it doesn't change the battlefield outcome. So I said, this was an act of revenge by Unit 8200. That's it. Pure and simple. Now, 8200 may have been sitting on this capability, and they could have pulled this trigger in war. But the thing is, once you go to war, those pagers disappear. Electronics disappear. You don't communicate. Cell phones get put into into devices that shield this. They go to wartime communications capabilities, runners, landlines, things of that nature. So, this is a capability that has almost zero utility in time of actual war, because those pagers are gone. No one's carrying around electronics in war. But we're still in this, sort of hybrid warfare moment where there's combat going on the front, but people still operate as if things are normal in the rear. And Unit 8200 gets to pull this off one time. They did it. It's done. But it's not. This isn't a weapon used in war. This is a weapon you'd use as a precursor. Now, had this happened in a vacuum, just out of the blue, they said pop, 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 I'd say, oh, maybe they're getting ready to do something. But I think this happened because 8200 took a heavy hit, and this is their act of revenge.
8200 took a heavy hit. This is their active revenge. Guys, Israel, doesn't matter how much they try to hide the fact that they're losing, they cannot hide it. They get exposed. And when I was doing my own research and analysis on all of this, I was like, man, makes all sense. Because Israel can never win anything. Zero. I feel actually pity on them right now, because they have lost their high-ranking officers. This intelligence headquarters was blown by Hezbollah. They could never ever imagine it was coming. But what they have done in Lebanon with those pagers and those walkie-talkies, they cannot do it again. They will not be able to do it again. And China, they should hold Taiwan accountable for all of this, helping these goofy Zionists, these monsters, those maniacs, and find out who is behind all of this and punish them. And I hope that it will go to the court of justice and people will be held accountable, whoever did that. But guys, again, this is why we need to understand the maps. When I was doing this, I was like, no, I need to show the map, because the map is so important. This Glilot, intelligence headquarters and the air base is so important to Israel, that was being attacked by Hezbollah with drones. That is something, a huge embarrassment for the Zionist regime. I want to know, actually, at the same time, your opinion, what you think of it. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Dorothy, I have some comments. FR, Cresme, thank you guys. And I will Louis Cresme. See you in the next video, Alex. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care.